सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. In our culture, there are many disciplines given to follow for one's own life, not just for living sake, but that life to be meaningful and purposeful. There are number of sadhanas. We call it as a religion. In Hindu religion especially, there are many sadhanas. Sadhanas means disciplines like meditation, everyday puja, japa. Like that, so many sadhanas are there. But among so many sadhanas, disciplines, the most important sadhana is swadhyaya. Study of scriptures is called swadhyaya. It is said in Taittiriya Upanishad also. One has to committed study they have to take up in their life. Damascha swadhyaya pravachane-cha, tapascha swadhyaya pravachane-cha. Swadhyaya means one has to study one's own shakha, that is called Swashakhopanishad Gite Vishnur Nama Sahasrakam Rudram Purusha Suktancha Nityam Nitya Pathanam Nityam Avartayet Grihi. Grihi means householder. One has to chant. First learning how to chant. Learning chanting. Chanting, learning is the basic abhyasa we have to take up. This sadhana, then we have to understand the meaning, study the meaning from a teacher, competent teacher. Then you have to assimilate that meaning and live according to that teaching. So this is the method followed from ancient time in Gurukulams. In the Gurukula education, this is very, very common along with the materialistic sciences. When they were teaching astrology, astronomy, all other sciences, the spiritual science also is a part of education in Gurukulam. But because of this lot of technology is developed and transportation also has increased so much, therefore all over the world people are moving here and there, that Western culture has come a lot. Because of that, slowly this Gurukula system of education has, we can say, almost disappeared. This Gurukula education means where these students go there and study our scriptures as well as materialistic science also. But later on, this Western education, because of that influence, slowly this spiritual education has totally disappeared. Thanks to that great Mahatmas like Swami Chinmayananda and Dayananda Saraswati, they brought out again into our um, life, society, the same teaching, this Gita teaching, Upanishad teaching. So again, it is like a renaissance, no? A revival has taken place. But this is not sufficient. No? Every one of us should know that life is not only materialistic growth. By giving food, you nourish your physical body. By giving scriptural study, you nourish the spiritual body. By giving food to the physical body, you nourish your physical body alone. But physical growth cannot give peace and happiness. So therefore, we have to see the other side of our life, which is very important, like two wings of a bird. Spiritual dimension also is very important. Now the whole modern world has recognized the importance of spirituality, and slowly they are also picking up. They do not know where to start, how to go about it. In religion, there are 5 Panchamahayajnas. Panchamahayajnas are disciplines in the religion. First one is Daiva Yajnam. All of you do puja at home. Elaborately or short puja, some puja you do. Or short namaskara at least you do. This you are keeping, that Daiva Yajna we are keeping. And second yajna also we are doing, the Pitru Yajna. Many people are following the Shraddha Karmanda, Tarpanam. That also is surviving, thank God. Puja, worship is surviving. And Pitru Karmas are also, some extent, they are also surviving. And Manushya Yajna also surviving in the name of a lot of social organizations. Human service, yeoman service. They are doing a lot of service also. Manushya Yajna also going on. And of course, Bhuta Yajna also taking place. A lot of animal care. No? This for ecological balance, they are taking care of these animals, birds. Bhuta Yajna also taking place. But one Yajna is not taken care of. That is Rishi Yajnam. Swadhyaya comes under Rishi Yajnam. Rishi Yajna means at least we have to study Upanishad. That means which Veda you belong to. And at least Gita we have to study. Or at least Vishnu Sahasranama. All these daily you have to read, chant and learn the meaning. Vishnu Sahasranamam or Rudram or Purusha Suktam. All these have to be practiced by a householder every day. But because of our lifestyle, we are not having much time to study. Not only that, our scriptures are so vast, very difficult to study. There are many textbooks, so vast in their literature, it's very difficult to study. For example, Mahabharata itself has got 1 lakh verses. Ramayana, you take 24,000 verses. Where is the time for us to look into? Even you cannot lift that book. We don't have that Shakti to lift the book also means, where is the time for us to study? Therefore, Lord Krishna gives a shortcut method. May you all chant Bhagavad Gita. May you all read Bhagavad Gita and learn the meaning Bhagavad Gita. It is, I coined that name, Life Management Course. Bhagavad Gita comes under Life Management Course. Everyone study business management, hotel management. All these management courses are coming, thriving so much. but forgetting the life management course. Life management course is nothing but Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is meant to take care of our own life, how to manage our own life. That's what Lord Krishna guiding Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Of course, it is a guidance to all of us also. So therefore, this Gita Mahatmyam tells about that Grantha Mahima. Bhagavad Gita Grantha Mahima is given in a Gita Mahatmyam. Then Shloka Mahima also given in Gita Mahatmyam. That Parayana Mahima, by chanting, what are all benefits comes to the person given. The Bhagavad Gita has got 18 names. One Bhagavad Gita, they call it as with 18 names. Those names I enumerate. I have not given in my course. Just I want to read that shloka. Gita Ganga cha Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahma Vidya Brahmavalli Trisandhya Mukti Gehini Arthamatra Chidananda Bhavagni Bhrantinashini Vedatrayi Parananta Tattvartha Jnana Manjari. These are the 18 names given to Bhagavad Gita. And it etani jape nityam naro nischala manasaha jnana siddhim labhesh chigram tadante parampadam. At least one sloka, if you chant, you get to mokshama. If you utter the names of even Gita, 18 names, you get moksha. ஒரு ஸ்லோகமுக்கே மோட்சம் வரணும்னா 10 வருஷம் பகவத்கீதை படிச்சு என்ன வரணும்? ஜீவன் முக்தி here now itself you have to get. Therefore, studying Puranas, Bhagavata or Ramayana, here and there, listening discourses, collecting all the floating ideas will not give any total benefit. Therefore, Swadhyaya means first chanting, you have to learn, then you have to systematic study is very important. It's like a class. Just like a student study physics, chemistry. They go to a class and they write a notes, and after coming home they do homework and they revise the notes and they share with others. All this we have to do in Bhagavad Gita also. Then only it is called a study. Complete study. Purna Vidya. It is called Purna Vidya. Otherwise, like see in Ashtanga Yoga, anywhere, the theory is also important, practice is also important. Without theory, simple practice, it's a mechanical. Without practice, theory also will not help. Theory is also important, practice is also important. First, we have to learn the theory. Puja, when you do, you should know how to do practically. And what you are doing also, theory also you should know. What mantra you are chanting. What you have to offer when that mantra comes. Exactly you should know. Mantra pushpan samarpayamena, you should not give water. Padyam samarpayamena, you should not give vastram. Minimum theory knowledge is required, then practical application. Similarly, just chanting mechanically, that will not give much benefit to us. We have to read the meaning in it. That's what we do in our classes. We learn the meaning. The meaning is very, very important. There are a lot of misconceptions. People think this study of scriptures, it generates a lot of ego in the people. There is a misconception. It generates a lot of ego. Not ego, that is confidence. They take that confidence as ego. And they mistake that and they stop studying scriptures. There is another misconception. This is not for us grihasthas. We are all ordinary grihasthas. And we are looking down upon ourselves because we have a lot of impurity, we have a lot of anger, and our life is not so pure. How can I touch the Bhagavad Gita? How can I study Bhagavad Gita? This type of thinking also there is prevalent in people, looking down upon oneself. For that they quote one shloka also, Kalau kalmasha chittanam. This is Kali Yuga appa. This is Kali Yuga. And that means Kali Yuga is so bad. They themselves come to conclusion. Kalmasha chittana. In the Kali Yuga, ellarku chittam, manasu vandu kalmashama irukuma. Papa dravyopa jivinam. Our earning survival also depending on all sorts of corruptions only. So therefore my life is not pure. Vidhikriya vihinanam. I do not know rules, regulations, some vidhi, puja, how to do and all I do not know. So what? Then what to do? Kalo Govinda Sankirtanam. Let us all of us take jalra and do bhajan. In the name of Satsanga, Bhajana Mandali, let us do all of some bhajana, some stotram, some chanting. Enough. Because this is Kali Yuga, it is not. In spite of studying 10 years, 15 years, also they listen all these our scriptures and all, still they have idea in their mind. This and all not for us. This is only for sannyasis. This is only for sannyasis, not for a grihastha who is having lot of responsibilities. Therefore they come to conclusion like that. This is called wrong conclusion. It is never said it is only for sannyasis or only for bachelors. This is for all people. Study of scriptures is for all people. Therefore, we have to, it is our responsibility, it comes under Rishi Yajnam. Panchamaha Yajnena, Panchamaha Patakani, Panchashuna Vinashyati. All our papams will be washed off and all our what you can call pain, sorrows, all will disappear just by studying Bhagavad Gita. The only solution, that's why I call it as a life management course. In a modern language, soka nivritti, dukkha nivritti enna puriyadu namakku. Life management course annada puriyum. Okay. So this Bhagavad Gita Mahatmyam tells how great this Bhagavad Gita study. So let us look into that shlokas, Gita Mahatmyam shlokas, including Ashtanga Yoga also. Many of you are yoga students here. In Ashtanga Yoga, Yamaniyamas, in the Niyamas, the fourth one is Swadhyaya. Patanjali also has included Swadhyaya. This is the yoga which is worldwide popular, but many people do not know there is Swadhyaya in Ashtanga Yoga. They know only asanas, pranayama, meditation. Patanjali has included Swadhyaya. Therefore, let us complete our yoga with Swadhyaya. Okay, that's why I invited all yoga students also here deliberately. Why? I want to remind your yoga practice will complete when you study Swadhyaya only. Take up Swadhyaya. Otherwise, it is half yoga only. Through half yoga, you won't get any benefit. Therefore, Swadhyaya is a part of Ashtanga Yoga. Let us take Swadhyaya also into our life. By practicing Swadhyaya, you see that the transformation in your own life and that peace, happiness, security comes. Nowadays, our life is more comfortable with more insecurity in it. We are all comfortable, We have a comfortable life. See, here itself so much comfort. But a lot of insecurity. You want comfort alone without insecurity. Security also you want. What gives comfort? Materialistic growth gives comfort. What gives security? In a spiritual dimension, you have to tap from within your heart. That spiritual dimension has to come. So therefore, that spiritual sadhana is must. That is only through study of our scriptures. Chanting Rudram, Vishnu Sahasranamam, all these things, okay, that chanting is good. But the meaning, knowing meaning from a guru, consistent, systematic study of scriptures alone is the ultimate swadhyaya. So therefore, before at least Bhagavad Gita starting, we have to study Gita Mahatmyam. Or at the end of that 18th chapter, we have to study Gita Mahatmyam. If without Gita Mahatmyam, you don't get benefit. Therefore, this is for beginners of Bhagavad Gita and those who are concluded that Bhagavad Gita course. Gita Mahatmyam is relevant for all of you now. Okay? In the beginning you can study Gita Mahatmyam, or at the end of the course also you can study Gita Mahatmyam. Now repeat after me the shlokas. Just I will give the gist, not a word to word meaning. I request some can supply some that Stotramala books. Those are sitting at the back. Please supply Stotramala books. Dharo vacham Bhagavan Parameshanam Bhaktiravyavicharini Prarabdham bhujyamanasya Katham bhavati he Prabho. This Mahatmyam occurs in Varaha Purana. Prithvi Devata, Dharo Vacha means, Dhara means Prithvi Devi. She is asking Lord Vishnu, Hey Bhagavan, Parameshana, O Lord Vishnu. What she is asking? Avyabhicharini bhakti katham bhavati. How can I have that devotion, the one-pointed devotion? Avyabhicharini bhakti means one-pointed devotion. There is no second thought in it. That devotion. What for this devotion bhakti? Na? Prarabdham bhujyamanasya. Prarabdha means that actions, whatever I have done in my previous life, that prarabdha karma I am exhausting now. This prarabdha has to be exhausted. There are punya prarabdha or papa prarabdha also. Papam gives dukkham, punyam gives sukham. So this prarabdha, what we are undergoing, in simple language, to understand prarabdha, the sukha and dukkha, what we are undergoing now. Now means not now only. Throughout the day, throughout our life. Sukha, pleasure and pain we are undergoing. That is called prarabdha. Prarabdham we are undergoing or exhausting in the form of pain and pleasure. Prarabdham bhujyamanasya. When I am exhausting my punya, papa, how can I develop that one-pointed devotion? Hey Prabho, katham bhavati? Then Lord Vishnu giving answer. Shri Vishnuruvacha Prarabdham bhujyamano hi Gītābhyāsaratas sadām Samukta sasukhi loke Karmana nopalipyate Mahapapadi papani Gītādhyanam karoti chet Kvachit sparsham na kurvanti Nalini dalamambuvat Lord Vishnu answering, Prarabdham bhujyamanaha hi, the one who is exhausting one's own prarabdha karma, undergoing pleasure and pain, sada gita abhyasa rataha, in spite of undergoing the prarabdham, if that person is committed to Gita Abhyasam. Gita Abhyasam means Shravanam, listening to Bhagavad Gita. And recollecting the teaching all the time, giving more time for study also, along with our own lifestyle, life routine. Gita study also is a part of my life. That is called Gita Abhyasa Rataha, means reveling. Now you are all reveling in listening the Gita every day, 11 to 12, not every day, of course, weekly once. So you are all reveling in learning the Gita, that Abhyasa Rataha, Saha, that person, Muktaha Bhavati, Loke, in this world, he will be free from sorrow, Muktaha Bhavati. Sa sukhi bhavati, that person will get lot of sukham, happiness. Not only that, karmana na upalipyate, by any sanchita karma or any papa prarabdha, because of previous janmas we do not know, that it will not touch him. Na upalipyate means he will not be tainted by or afflicted by that karmas, any unpleasant karmas if he has done, suppose. Not only that, mahapapadi papani, all those papams will not touch this person. Kvachit na sparsham kurvanti. Even they will not touch this person. They will not come near to this person. They will run away. Sparsham na kurvanti. Like water, nalini dalam ambuvat, like a water on the lotus leaf. Just as water is not touching the lotus leaf, similarly, this papa karma, its phalam will not touch the person. Whom it will not touch. Gita dhyanam karoti chet. Whoever does Gita dhyanam, Gita dhyanam, Gita study in artham. Okay. Next shloka we will read. Gitaya pustakam yatra yatra patah pravartate tatra sarvani tirthani prayagadini tatra vaim सर्वे देवाश्च ऋषयः योगिनः पन्नगाश्च ये गोपाला गोपिका वापि नारदोद्धव पार्षदैः सहायो जायते शीघ्रम् यत्र गीता प्रवर्तते यत्र गीता विचारश्च पठनं पाठनं श्रुतं तत्राहं निश्चितं पृथ्वीम् निवसामि सदैव हि गीताश्रयोऽहं तिष्ठामि गीता मे चोत्तमं गृहम् यत्र गीतायाः पुस्तकं, where there is Gita book, okay, in which house, in whose pocket Gita is there, or in whose handbag, okay, in whose handbag Gita book is there, Bhagavad Gita book is there, not only keeping book, okay, yatra pataha pravartate, where that person opening the book and reading the book when the teacher is teaching. Yatra pataha means the lessons, Gita lessons, classes are going on. Yatra pataha pravartate. Tatra, there, sarvani tirthani prayagadini tatravai. All these tirthams, no? Ganga, Godavari, Yamuna, Prayaga, Gaya, Sindhu, all rivers, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, all Tirtha Punya Kshetrams like Prayaga, etc. are there. That means what? Here there is a Prayaga. People are all rushing to see Prayaga to get lot of Punyam. Lord Krishna says, Prayaga is here also, where people are reading Bhagavad Gita. Tatra tirthani prayagadini tatra vai. There alone, there are there. All tirthams are there. Sarvani tirthani, not one or two. How many punyakshetrams are there? All are in that Gita class. No? Okay. Not only that, sarve devascha rishayaha yoginah. All devatas, rishayaha, all rishis, yoginaha, all great yogis. Then pannagascha, pannagaha means all other satellite devatas. Pannagaha, gopalaha, that means all gopala, you know, gopala, gopikas, wherever Krishna is there, no, they are there. Now here they are all here now. Api Narada also there, Uddhava also there. Not only that, why to say one or two? All retinue. What? Parshadaihi means the retinue, attendants of all devatas also are here. They serve. No? How they served? They say, Sahayo Jayate Shighram. Wherever people are studying Bhagavad Gita, all these Punyakshetrams are there. All the Narada, Uddhava and other Mahatmas, Devatas are there. What they do with their retinue, they have come. Their attendants. What they do? They serve this person who is studying Bhagavad Gita. When he is studying Bhagavad Gita, they all come and serve this person. Sahayo jayate shighram, without delay. Without delay. Yatra Gita pravartate, where Gita teaching is taking place. Yatra Gita vicharascha. Vichara means inquiry. Studying word by word meaning from a guru. Pathanam, pathanam, shrutam. Where listening and teaching is going on. What is going on in our classes Thursday? Pathanam, pathanam. Tatraham nischitam prithvi. In that, prithvi means, hey Prithvi, oh Mother Earth, I am staying there. Tatraham nischitam, definitely, nivasami sada evahi. Always I stay there only, not only staying. Gita shrayoham tishtami. My shelter is Bhagavad Gita alone. Who says Lord Vishnu is telling? What is my shelter? You know, Gita is my shelter. Where is my shelter? Where the teacher is teaching Bhagavad Gita, where that bhaktas, devotees are listening the Bhagavad Gita, there I am staying because that is my house. Now imagine Bhagavan is telling, I am there. Gita me uttamam griham. What is my uttama griham? Not Golokam, not Vaikuntham, not Kailasam. My best house. I have a lot of houses. Of course, Vaikuntham is my house, but I leave Vaikuntham and I go to what? Where people are chanting Bhagavad Gita. Where people are learning Bhagavad Gita. Uttamam griham. That is Uttamam griham. That means this hall is the Uttamam griham for Bhagavan. Na solale. Bhagavan is solறார். பாருங்க. Gita me Uttamam griham. Best griham. Next shloka. Gita jnanamupashritya Trin lokan palayamyaham गीता मे परमा विद्या ब्रह्मरूपा न संशयः चिदानन्देन कृष्णेन. There is a different reading also. Okay, different books have different readings. I am following one text. That reading only you follow. Chidanandena Krishnena Prokta Swamukhatorjunam Vedatrayi Paranandam Tattvartha Jnana Samyutam Yoshtadasha Jape Nityam Naro Nischala Manasaha Jnana Siddhim Salabhate Tato Yati Parampadam Paathe Samarthas Sampurne Tatordham Pathamacharet Tada Godanajam Punyam Labhate Natra Samshayah Tribhagam Pathamanastu Ganga Snanam Phalam Labhet Shadam Sham Japamanastu Somayaga Phalam Labhet. Gita Jnanam Upashritya Trin Lokan Palayami Aham. Aham, myself, Lord Vishnu says, Aham Trin Lokan Palayami. I rule all the three lokas. How I rule the three lokas? By keeping Bhagavad Gita Jnanam. Gita Jnanam Upashritya. By taking that knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and I rule the entire three worlds. That means what? All the principles, the laws of that governing the universe is nothing but said in Bhagavad Gita. So Gita teaching, with that only I am ruling, means what? Whatever I said, that I implement in this world. I am Palayami, I rule the whole world. But means a government, when it is ruling this society, people, public, they have some rules and regulations and they follow certain rules and principles. Similarly, when I am ruling the three worlds, what principles I follow, what is the manual? I keep Bhagavad Gita in my hand and I rule the whole world. That means all are the principles given in Bhagavad Gita are meant to govern our life. Once we follow that governance, means that principles given in Bhagavad Gita, our life is safe. Our life is so safe, more secure. Otherwise, a lot of insecurity increase day by day. Restlessness also increase. So therefore, Lord Krishna says, Lord Krishna means Lord Vishnu says, Gita Jnanam Upashritya. Gita me Parama Vidya. The best teaching is what I want to give to the entire universe. Vishnumurti says, Gita, that is the supreme knowledge. What Vidya that is? Brahmarupana Samshayaha. That Gita is nothing but, Brahma means here Veda Rupa. It is Veda. It is Veda Rupa. It is the essence of Vedas. So when you are studying Bhagavad Gita, it is as good as you are studying Veda only. Because 4 Vedas are very vast, you cannot study Veda. So if you study Bhagavad Gita, it is as good as studying Veda. So Brahma Rupa means Veda Rupa, na samshayah, there is no doubt. Vishnumurti says, Lord Bhagavan, Krishnena prokta, Chidanandena Krishnena. Lord Krishna, this Bhagavad Gita taught by Lord Krishna, Chidanandena Krishnena, the one who is always smiling. So if you read that Bhagavad Gita given by Lord Krishna, who is always smiling, we also can smile, not now and then, always. Chidananda means Brahma Swarupam, Chaitanya Swarupam, Chidananda Rupaha, Prokta, Swamukhato Arjunam, straight from the horse's mouth. From Lord Krishna itself it came to Arjuna, that Vedatrayi Parananda. It gives supreme joy for listeners. For the teachers also, it gives supreme joy. The teacher got Param Ananda. Parananda means supreme Ananda. Therefore, teacher want to teach that. If a teacher gets sorrow by studying Bhagavad Gita, how she can teach? That means she is teaching from past 10 years, untiringly coming, and something she is getting Ananda. Let us get that Ananda. Let me study from my teacher. What Ananda she has got, I myself also just draw that Ananda. Vedatrayin, that Ananda which is there in Vedas, 3 Vedas. Tattvartha Jnana Sanyuta. Tattvartha means Brahma Jnanam. It is endowed with Brahma Jnanam. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? Na? 18 chapters are there. Whoever study that 18 chapters, now he is coming in Shloka Mahima. Grantha Mahima over. This is the greatness of Grantha. All Punya Tirthams are there and great Devatas also come there. But what is Shloka Mahima? Grantha Mahima over Shloka Mahima, he says. Whoever study 18 chapters, Ashtadasha Jape Nityam Naro Nischala Manasaha, with Nischala Manasaha, with steady mind, when a person read 18 chapters every day. Every day 18 chapters chant panna or 3 hours ahum. Avladha. Only 3 hours. Okay. Jnana siddhim salabhate. That person definitely attain Jnana siddhi means moksha. By chanting once you chant, go on chanting, you will get interest in listening to the meaning. That is the meaning. Tato yati parampadam. He attains the ultimate destiny, goal, that is moksha. Then pathe samartha. Suppose a person is not able to study 18 chapters. There is no time. Physically is not able to study, or time wise also there is a limitation, suppose. At least 9 chapters. Pathe samarthaha. Asamarthaha bhavati chet. Sampurnaha. 18 chapters if person is not able to study, he can take up 9 chapters. Ardham patham achared. Ardham anna 18 chapter half 9 chapters. At least 9 chapters can he study. Tada godanajam punyam. Labhate natra samshayaha. There is no doubt, even 9 chapters if he chants also, whatever phalam comes by giving godanam, that phalam comes to this person. Godana punyam varum. Nama ella poi godana panna mudiyuma enna? So you can chant 9 chapters. Bhagavan giving a lot of concession, you see, how karuna. Now 9 chapters if you are not having time to study, Tribhagam Patamanastu Ganga Snanam Phalam Labhet. If you take bath in Ganga water, how much phalam punyam you get? That phalam labhet. Tribhagam means 1/3. 1/3 means in 18 chapters, 6 chapters. Shadam Sham. The 6th chapter also you cannot study. Ganga Snanam phalam 6 chapters. So 6 chapters illenna kanisa 3 chapter. So Shadamsha means 1/6 of 18 chapters is 3 chapters. Japamanastu Somayaga phalam. Or Somayagam panna evala phalam varumo 3 chapter padicha avanu phalam varuma. Sari 3 chapter kuda time illenna parunga. Next shloka. ఏకాధ్యాయం తు యో నిత్యం పఠతే భక్తి సంయుతః రుద్రలోకమవాప్నోతి గణో భూత్వా వసేచ్చిరం అధ్యాయ శ్లోకపాదం వా నిత్యం యః పఠతే నరః స యాతి నరతాం యావత్ మన్వంతరం వసుంధరే గీతాయా శ్లోకదశకం సప్తపంచచతుష్టకం చతుష్టయం సప్తపంచచతుష్టయం ద్వౌ త్రీనేకం తదర్థం వా శ్లోకానాం యః పఠేన్నరః చంద్రలోకమవాప్నోతి వర్షాణామయుతం ధ్రువం గీతాపాఠసమాయుక్తః మృతో మానుషతాం వ్రజేత్ గీతాభ్యాసం పునః కృత్వా లభతే ముక్తిముత్తమాం గీతేత్యుచ్చార సంయుక్తః మ్రియమాణో గతిం లభేత్. If not three chapters, at least one chapter. ஏகாத்தியாயம். இதுக்குள்ளே நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு போகிறது பார்த்துன்னு இருக்கோம். டைம் ஆகிடுது 12. சுவாமினி எப்படியோ 12 மணிக்கே விடுவாள்னு. இன்னைக்கு 12 நிமிஷம் ஆச்சு. Today I will take up to 12:30. Okay, 12:20. So okay, because of puja it is delayed. Okay, so Lord Vishnu want to test our patience. Ekadhyayam, at least one chapter, yaha nityam patate. Bhakti samya, with devotion, not hurry very, running here and there. Bhakti samyutaha, rudralokam avapnoti. Even one chapter chanting gives to rudraloka phalam. That person will go to Rudraloka. If a person go to Rudraloka, how much phalam? That phalam comes to this person, just to one chapter. Gano bhutva vasechiram. He can go to Rudraloka and he becomes one of the Gana there. No? Lord Shiva has got Ganas, and the Ganas, he will become one Gana. Okay. Adhyaya shloka padamva. At least 1/4 of the one chapter. Okay, knows Lord Vishnu's people are all they are all on nityam yaha pathade naraha. At least every day one who chant one chapter lo at least 1/4 saha naratam yati yavat manvantaram vasundhare. That person definitely get manusha janma. Next, your sanchita will not touch you. Okay, அந்த சஞ்சித்தன்ல ஏதாவது இருந்தன்னா கருப்பாம்பூச்சியோ பல்லியோ பில்லியோ எல்லாம் மாதிரி ஆகாமலே அட்லீஸ்ட் 1/4 of the chapter you chant, next birth definitely you won't get. You are all Jivan Muktas. You are going to study, students are also becoming Jivan Muktas. Already completed or already Jivan Muktas. Therefore not for you. For outside people I am telling, this person again will get human life. There is no doubt in that. And that in Bhuloka. Gitayaha shloka dashakam sapta pancha chatushtayam dvau trinekam tadardham va slokanam yah pathen naraha. At least 10 slokas. 1/4 of the chapter kuda vinda. Hey Bhudevata, 10 slokas every day they chant. See, now it is a test for us. How many of us daily chanting? 10 slokas. 10 time illana 7 slokas, or 5 slokas, or 4 slokas, or 2, or 1 sloka. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre na. Yah pathet naraha chandralokam avapnoti paramo. See the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. Chandralokam, he goes there, and Varshanam Ayutam Dhruvam. He stayed there for years together, decades together, and enjoys. Gita Pata Samayuktaha Mruto Manushatam Vrajet. While chanting Gita, if he dies, suppose, while throughout the life he has not touched the Bhagavad Gita. At the time of death, okay, at the time of death, in the Bhagavad Gita kundvandi one sloka, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya, one sloka at least he chants. He definitely will get manushya janma. Gita abhyasam punah kritva labhate mukti uttamam. The one who, this is arthavada, by just chanting he get mukti. By chanting you don't get mukti, it is a glorification. Okay, so that means to create interest in us, to inspire us, these shlokas. Gita tu uchchara samyuktaha mriyamanaha gatim labhet. That uchcharanam, when he is doing, that time he leaves the prana, that person definitely gets uttamam gatim, sadgati he gets. Then 18th shloka. Gītārtha shravanāsaktah mahāpāpayutopi vām vaikuntham samavāpnoti vishnunā saha modate. Gītārtham dhyāyate nityam kritvā karmāni bhūrishah jīvan muktas savighneyah dehante paramam padam. Gītāmāśritya bhavaha bhūbhujo janakādayah nirdhūta kalmashāloke gītāyāhi paramam padam. Gītāyāh paṭhanam krutva māhātmyam naiva yah paṭhet vridhā pāṭho bhavet tasya shrama eva hyudāhritah. You know, like Phalashruti they give last. If you don't read this, the whole puja phalam won't come. Like that, this also, what we have done, this 10 years, Gita Jnana Yajnam we have done. That Lord Vishnu says here, Gītārtha shravanam āsaktaha mahāpāpa yutopiva. Even though that person, therefore we should not feel, am I deserve to touch Bhagavad Gita? Am I deserve to study Bhagavad Gita? We need not feel at all. Any person can study Bhagavad Gita. Any person. Mahapapa. Now even he has done a great crime also. That person also can take up Bhagavad Gita. What happens now if he studies? Vaikuntham samam avapnoti. Vishnuna saha modate. He goes to Vaikuntha Loka and sits next to Vishnu Murti, Lord Vishnu. Avare solrar, enad pakka vandu ukkarnduva. If he study Bhagavad Gita, his papas will not touch him. How do you know that papa is that? Dukkham itself is a papa. So invisible dukkham is a papam, visible papam is ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு சொல்லி visible papam is dukkham. Visible papam is dukkham. What is dukkham is nothing but papa which was invisible form. So dukkham itself is a papa, that dukkha will go away. Then Gita Maashritya, not only this Gita taken by many people, great Rajas, Bhubujaha means the rulers of this earth, Janaka etc., Janaka Maharshi, Sita's father, and many other Rajas, they have taken up this Gita study and Nirdhuta Kalmashaha, they also became free from all papams and Gitaha Param Padam. So the Gita study is the ultimate destination. Gitayaha Patanam Kritva, after studying Bhagavad Gita, Mahatmyam Naiva Patet, if he has not studied Mahatmyam, Vridha Pataha, it is waste of study. Therefore, you have come all the way to study at least Gita Mahatmyam. This one sloka, two sloka we have heard from Swamini long before. Some of you have come regularly. Shrama eva udahritaha. It is Shrama only without Mahatmyam. Etan Mahatmya Samyuktam Gita Bhyasam Karoti Yaha Satat Phalamavapnoti Durlabham Gatim Apnuyad Suta Uvacem Mahatmyametad Gitayaham Maya Proktam Sanatanam Gitante cha patedyastu Yaduktam tat phalam labhet. So whoever does this Gita study and Mahatmyam study, they get full benefit which is very rarely people get. That phalam this person will get. With this Sutta says in Varaha Purana, I complete this Gita Mahatmyam, and the readers and the listeners of this Gita and Gita Mahatmyam, they get the benefit. And final words, 2 words I'll tell you. Make use of this Gita teaching, whatever you have received, and revise it and propagate it to all people and get the benefit. Live according to that teaching, whatever you have received. This is the greatest, highest Guru Dakshina you can give to our Guru Parampara. So with this, I conclude. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.